got to the point where I started, like, I know what to look for, but then having over analysis paralysis, maybe. But I mean, with this morning, I saw it and just had to be patient, really, and wait for it to actually come back into the zone. It's always easy to see it when it's already there, but it's to have the foresight to know what's coming from looking at the structure is where I need more confidence, and I know it comes with just repetition.
Yeah, it does. 100%. 100%. And I know Brandon as well. You took advantage of that. I know you were excited. We had CPI this morning at 5:30. That's essentially what time the market ran, and went up like crazy around this time here. Red folder news. So like I said, it's not always guaranteed, but there's a higher chance of more volatility in the markets when you do see these red and orange folders, volatility, volume, things like that. And of course, throughout the day, throughout the morning, we had more news, but we all know that 5:30 a.m. push, that was the one. We go to the 30-minute time frame, we can see here that this candle was at 5:30. So that 5:30 news pushed price over 333 points to the upside. And I believe that happened within 1 minute or the 5 minutes. In 1 minute, price had already flown 200 pips, right? Within 1 minute. This is the 1 minute candle. 200 points gone within 1 minute. That's nasty work. It's nasty work. So people are happy about that. I know a bunch of people did take these trades, and then this morning on the call, I know y'all were on too, but we did examine this structure here. We did see this building up right in here. We had some liquidity, the low, the high, sweep. We did break above, and personally, I didn't take this trade right here at this moment because we were just way too high. Price could easily have come right back down to fill all this imbalance. So I was in no rush to take this trade, but I did set up a buy limit here. Like once price did fly, I was like, you know what? If price does come back, I'm gonna have my buy limit here, stop loss, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Low risk trade, nothing crazy. And as we see here, price did indeed slowly work its way back down into these levels, came right back into here, even gave another version of the setup here. Boom, sweep, break above, right in here, and then we actually got that retest right there. And then price just took off, gave even more setups here. Boom, break above, retest, and price just continued to do its thing. And technically, this is still valid. So when the market opens, if it decides to come back into these areas, this is still on the table until it gets violated. We never know. Price doesn't always have to fill the imbalance, but it can. It definitely can. I'm not going to rule it out completely. But a prime example here is from last night until this morning. Price, once we came back into the zone and took off, price never came back down to the 50%. Stayed above this discount area, and price just flew from here. And it also gave more setups right in there as well. I'm looking at this wick. We swept these lows, broke above some highs there. So boom, break above, retest, gone. That could have been a nice, 2:15 a.m. late night trade that set you up for this incredible run up. Everyone was trying to sell here. A lot of people were selling, so that's all that liquidity just got smacked up. Same thing here. People were selling, and even here, so price just continued to run. And again, right now this is the 15-minute, so we're just looking at the same thing again. Boom, sweep, break above right in here. So this could be the retest coming up to give us more entries to continue. So I will be participating in this once again. Nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna go crazy with the leverage only because there is potential for price to drop, but it's not guaranteed. I'm going to the 1 hour really quick just to show you actually the daily. On the daily time frame, again zooming out, this was the original trade right in here. We did break above on the daily. We broke above these highs right here. And we also broke above these highs right in here. So that's a very good confirmation that price wants to, stay above these highs. If we do drop lower, buying here wouldn't be bad either. So we'll see what they want to do with the structure. We did wake our way into this imbalance. We have the order block, this last buying candle before the imbalance push. And if you connect the wicks, we see that there's a small gap in between. That's the imbalance. Price respected it, sold off. It is what it is. But again, we did close above these highs here, so we're still doing good. Has been respecting all this. And then as far as gold goes, everything's up today. Everything's up today. XRP is over $3. Amazing. Gold, it's still working its way up into these potential sell zones up here on the daily. We are coming back to these lows that we broke beneath. So we shall see if price wants to, sell off these levels again, or do we continue to break highs and push above. Looking at the daily, we did close on the daily above these highs. That's good. And then we have these left. Once we close above these two, we should be good to go. Should be take off. Unless we start seeing some type of distribution, then we should have no issue. That's also a weekly high. We should have no issue really. Make this visible on the weekly. If we do close above this on the weekly as well, that's also a good sign. We want to close above the weekly highs, the monthly highs, the daily highs. Those are some key areas we want to, be closing above in order to continue price. Just for instance, we close above these weekly highs, full body candle, came back for the retest, and then boom, gone. Easy work. Easy work. And looks like this week candle closes in 2 days. We can easily continue to push up here. Right now, we're looking pretty good on the daily, the 4 hour. We talked about this trade this morning as well. We did break above these highs. Broke above these highs. Price came back to retest and then gone. Very clean confirmation. Again, it's not the prettiest, but you have a low, the high here. We did sweep. And eventually, over time, we did break above. And what happened? We came back for the retest. Gone. Right? Price doesn't always have to come back down in here, especially if you examine structure in between. Like, how does structure look on the way up? And on the way up, we see that we got plenty of setups in here. Plenty of opportunity. Boom, sweep, break above here, retest. And then price broke above that. So this was a reaccumulation zone. This was beautiful. Came back down, took off. And is this even the 50%? Barely. Almost. But very good movement. So we do expect gold to continue as well. We'll see. We do have some imbalances here, so we got to break out of that. But so far, as price hits these sell areas, as long as price keeps giving accumulation schematics, even though if I look over here to the left, I see some type of distribution. But then with current price action, I see accumulation schematics, I will be taking the buys. Unless I start to see distribution happen again here with current price action, then I would be inclined to take the sells. But as we see here now, we're not really getting any distribution. We did have some here if you look at the smaller time frames, like the 1 hour, even the 30-minute. We had some distribution in here, and we did break above these highs right in there. We had some type of distribution here as well. All right, we had the liquidity, the sweep, break below, but we have to understand that all this is accumulation. All that is accumulation. All this right here, we had liquidity, build up, sweep, break above, retest, gone. This looks like another retest of that same accumulation and balance fill to then continue. So super, super clean. And then yeah, crypto's up right now. XRP's above $3. It's running. XRP's just up. It's just up. This whole candle, it's just up, gone. Nasty work. Ever since we broke above these highs, right in here, that was confirmation. We broke above these highs with this candle. Full body candle came back to retest 3 years in a row. Gave 3 years of opportunity to retest at, what is this, 50 cents? 50 cents. That's clean. 3 opportunities at 50 cents. Boom. Now it's at $3. That is 500% gains. 500% gains. Clean. And again, these are some of the highs that we just marked up. There's even lower ones down here at 34 cents as well. Right there. Very significant. Broke above, retest. So XRP gave plenty of opportunity. Lots of accumulation. It's gone. All-time highs are literally around the corner. Ethereum similar. We did push, but now we're getting this crazy candle, a wick on either side. But the weekly looks good. Weekly looks great. We swept these lows here, these lows, and these lows, even tapping into this imbalance. So we swept all this liquidity right here, and then price is working its way up. Bitcoin, same thing. We swept these lows right here. So once we break above these highs, we'll know that Bitcoin wants to push higher. Swept those lows, and we need to break above these highs. That's how we know, at least on the weekly time frame, that price wants to push higher. Because we have 50% of the setup. We have the low right there. We have the high right there. We did sweep it. So that break above, that would be the confirmation. And then we get that pullback, gone. Super, super solid. And then of course with S&P, very similar. Just looking for some more confirmation. I believe on the daily though, we have some solid daily confirmations as well. We're breaking above certain highs here. Very good. Same thing with NAS, and then SP, and then US 30, same thing. US 30 is looking very good, coming to these highs as well. So that'll look like this. Imagine all this being liquidity, sweep, break above, retest. If this plays out, these next buys on US 30 after we break out and maybe give another sell-off, that next set of buys, that's going to be where we stack it up and ride it to the all-time highs. If we get this confirmation here, so get ready, have your accounts ready, be on the lookout. I'll be watching this once we get that break. It'll be nasty work. Nasty work. Because that's about almost like around 1,700 points. Yeah, I'll take that. Because US 30 does move the most. US 30 moves really fast, and the NAS is next in line, and then last but not least is SPX. They all move pretty similar. The structure may be slightly different, but at the end of the day, they all pretty much move in the same direction. And yeah, I really want to catch those US 30 continuations. Like this one looks the best out of all of them. I really want to see, boom, boom. We got the sweep, that break above here. That would be epic. Wait for that retest. Maybe wait for another setup to happen. Take that all the way here. Yeah. And look at all this liquidity. That's just liquidity, trend line liquidity, just wicks. Asking to get cooked. Asking. And that's okay. I'm here for it. Got to break above those. We swept that right in there. Even swept this. It's looking good. But you guys have any questions? You guys took any trade? I know Brandon took the trade. I know Prince took some trades. What about you? What about you, Mr. LAP? La Pampara. But yeah, this is nasty work. See you guys in the next one.